Veggies. Oh, just a few veggies.
Veggies, mini, penny, anything with like an E.
Ew.
Oh.
Mom! I've been waiting for you. Do you rub balls like me? Magical, mystical balls. Are you ready for a reading from me? I'll fry your fish and mine. The 5 of Burlington, you'll buy a nice coat. The 10 of Subway, footlong down your throat.
Wait, what's going on? What are you doing? Is this a spell?
With the 20 of Jack and the 30 of Dell, you'll eat like a creature on your way to hell. Dinner salads and saccharin, hordes of fat cats. Call in the district manager wherever they're at. Dolls and daddies, babies in quandary, let there be complaints and corporate apologies fondly. And those who are very, wherever you dwell, pick your hill and I'll stand with you and yell, it's very scary Delta!
Today's guest is contributing to the death of drag. You know them from Dragula. It's Abhora.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Delta?
I'm good.
Yeah, you look great.
You look great. We were just off camera saying how I still have at home in a jewelry box one of your noses, which is like my favorite thing.
That piece of trash. You should throw that away.
Never.
Well, that does remind me. I do remember that night because it was very special to me. It was my first time working at Executive Suite, a bar in Long Beach. I'm sure you've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first time. I was very nervous. I wanted to put my best foot forward. I brought stilts. I'm a stilt performer.
Yeah.
And after the show, you came up to me and you said something that I'll never, ever forget. And that is, Ross has a senior discount Tuesdays.
Yes, they do.
Every Tuesday. No, it was actually the warmest thing that anyone's ever told me. And that is, you are doing something so new, so exciting. You are what makes me love drag.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you do that for everybody, but it felt very special to me. It felt very genuine. And
Aw. Well, I have three standard things I say to people. And so whenever I run into stilt walkers, which I all the time, stilt walkers and street walkers have my heart.
Dime a dozen.
No, I do. I love what you do. I love that you're always present. And there's so many people that we both work with where you're like, are you even talking to me? Or are you just talking at me? And you can decipher it, but you don't want to believe that people are just talking at you because that feels so f***ed up.
They check out, and I get it. Some of these high octane, high volume performers, they work every night. They meet 1,000 people.
Yeah.
They can't be genuine all the time.
Right.
But, it just feels like you're writing in a high school yearbook of somebody that you met once. Like, have a great summer.
Right. It does feel like that.
It's such a pleasure meeting you.
To a really cool chick I met this year. Wait, how do you travel with your stilts? I was thinking about this. Like, that's certainly checked luggage, I would imagine.
That's fine. That they fold up and they fit in one suitcase. It's the other stuff that you have to check in with, like sports equipment.
Like
you
what?
know? Like giant arms, giant foam things. I do big because
Yeah.
I can't dance or tell jokes, so I just shock and awe with like big stuff.
Yeah, I don't dance either. That's why I just stay big. You know what I mean? Like since I can't, I'm with you. Go big, go big, stay big, be big. Maybe I should be on, well, I guess I wouldn't be able to do that. I used to know a queen who, when the movie Memoirs of a Geisha came out, she wanted to have the tall shoes. And so she got trash cans, like waste baskets, and taped them to her feet. So she was trying to go big too.
Yeah. I find that those are the most memorable performances when they, you're prone to catastrophe.
But why not?
That's what people remember. You
Right.
give like a stellar performance. It's great in the moment, but you always go back to, remember that queen that duct taped 2 tree stumps to their feet and then fell down a bramble
Yeah.
into a cactus patch. You know, like I find that mess is as important as polish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is why I look so terrible today.
You look perfect today. I love your nails. We both your nails, your toenails. We both did really, really long nails.
I
Which I like.
appreciate that.
I like it. I feel like we need to see more orange in the world. I love your hair color. I love this hair color. I love these nails. Why don't people wear more orange?
They're afraid of orange.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? I
I don't
mean,
know.
orange is electric. It's exciting. It's autumn. It's just, you know what I like about orange is it's the color of bleach. It's the color of decay. It's
Okay.
the color of this like raw toxic thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's radioactive. That's exciting.
Radioactive.
Is that Imagine Dragons?
I think so. I don't know much about them. Although I've seen like TikTok videos where the lead singer is like dancing shirtless, and people were like, I had no idea that the person that sang that kind of music looks like that, because I guess he's like athletic and
Oh, no way. A
Right.
pop idol is
Right.
like trim and gorgeous. Like I feel like most popular musicians are just models who can sing, right?
or can't even sing, really.
Yeah, they just auto-tune everything. Yeah, it's an industry. It's been a while since we've had like a Bob Dylan or
Mhm.
just someone really ugly but talented. You know?
Yes, I
We're
do
all
know.
ugly people. Come on.
And just straight up ugly, like just butt ugly.
just fucking like I can't think of anybody that's in the past 10 years that's been like
I mean, let's see. We're like 10 years apart. You're 10 years older than me. And but we have reference points to certain things. Like I can remember when like Phil Collins, the singer, was all over the place. And it's like that person would not be, there would be no Phil Collins all over the radio right now. Even with that beautiful voice and all of that talent. It has to be packaged because the people that are consuming that right now are a different age, I guess. I don't know. Why is that? That's so true. Average or not conventionally beautiful to everyone's current standards, then people are like, I don't want to hear the music.
yeah. Yeah,
Why?
you have to be beautiful, you have to dance, you have to be young, you have to be, you know, perfect all the time and it's just where's REM? Where's like Elton John's very ugly?
We are very ugly. Where's our album?
Where's my money?
We're fucking butt ugly.
We're so talented, but no one will give us a chance because we're not a Korean pop
And we're
band.
big. We go big.
We go big.
Well, speaking of going big, Dragula 3 times.
That's
big.
Deal? When will I learn? It might not be for me.
It might not be for you, but it might be for you.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
You think this is gonna go well? 3 times, you know, the first time went great. I was new, I was trying very hard, I was putting forth all the effort. And then the second time, I was seasoned, I was comfortable. I felt like I could just walk on and they would hand me a crown. Not the case. It's kind of a big disaster. And now this third time, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna try very hard and please you all, please myself most importantly. I think if you aim to please yourself, everyone else will catch on.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you a hedonist? Do you like self-pleasure?
No, I'm actually quite prudish.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Very standard sex, very limited enjoyment in my life. I eat tuna out of the can, no seasoning, no mayo. I just survive. I don't really enjoy
You
life.
just survive. You don't thrive?
No, definitely
Really?
not. Up until like 2 years ago, I lived in a shed and I was fine with that. But then my wife was like, you have to do better with
Mhm.
your life. You have to strive for more because you may be fine with dwelling in poverty, but you have to make a better life for yourself, for the people you love, the people
Mhm.
around you. They don't want to walk around your smelly, damp, flooded swamp pit, you know?
Going back to Dragula, what type of challenge is the unnerving one to you?
The obvious ones, bungee jumping, you know. But I think at the core of that is the psychology of it,
Sure.
because you're completely safe the entire time,
Sure.
but it's just seeing the ground below. I think it's challenges like that that are, well, I mean, that's the basis of every challenge, because you can do all of the things. They're not gonna, they're not gonna shoot you with an arrow. They're gonna, do things that are legally safe.
Mhm.
But it's just your mind. It's your mind stopping you. So I do appreciate the thesis of Dragula, which is to push yourself beyond your own self-imposed boundaries, to endure pain, to endure trauma, and to push forward. And as one does, you build up a tolerance for these things, and you become stronger. You become more immune to things that you would normally say no to. I find
Mhm.
saying yes to everything leads to an exciting life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can say yes to everything. I wish I had that. I love Dragula as at its core and its idea, because I feel like, when people hear like monster, what's a drag monster? I think people that only think of aesthetics think specifically like, I'm going to put on scary makeup and I'm a monster. But I think it's so much more than that, because facing your fears is what a monster can do. Like, it brings out the monster in you, right? I feel like that's the show isn't just about who is the goriest, but you have to have an element of that. You can't be afraid of that. You can't be afraid to say, there is a gory side to me. There's a funny side to me. There's an irreverent side to me. There's a fashionable side to me. There's all of those things. Whereas we look at other reality shows, which are maybe more celebrated, maybe equally celebrated, where the idea is like, can you just come in here and be perfect and just do that over and over?
Yeah.
That's not as exciting anymore.
I mean, it's good to have variety.
Sure.
They're equally great. They're both important. It's important to show beauty and grace, but also ugly and disgrace.
We're not crazy. We like wearing orange. So what? We have curved nails and curved toenails. So what? We're fucking monsters. So what? I kind of wish I was on Dragula when I watch. I watch and I'm like, could I do that? And that's where I think like I'm afraid of all of the challenges.
But doesn't it look fun?
Yes. So
It looks
that's why I
fun.
say to myself, that would set you aside, like that for yourself. If you could do that, like, could you eat a bug? And then, just as you said,
No.
think about it. Like,
I couldn't.
what's the worst that could happen? A bad taste? What's the big deal?
Getting sick a little bit.
You eat, if I'm a carnivore and I eat hamburger meat, even though I cook it, I don't know where that came from. What's the difference between that and a bug? Not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot different. Like you said, the fire, the this or the that. No one's going to actually try to kill you, but they're trying to see how far you could go. Well, are you that afraid? We all are afraid of something. Are there horror films that scare you? Don't tell me no, you damn liar. Something scares you.
I don't like horror films that are just jump scares.
Oh, okay.
I need something psychological to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I need something interesting to wrap me in. But what actually scares me is movies like 50 First Dates. It scares me that passes for film. That America okays that is what people deem funny or entertaining. That scares me.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Ever dropped $150 on a bottle of cologne only to realize you absolutely hate it? Painful. Micro perfumes make sure you never have to play fragrance roulette again. For just a few bucks, you can test drive the real deal. Dior, Tom Ford, Creed, authentic designer scents without the full bottle gamble. I love being able to get luxury fragrances with no commitment. Micro Perfumes has over 500 scents available for you to choose from, and unlike subscription boxes or shady discount sites, Micro Perfumes gives you instant access to authentic in-stock fragrances. The real thing, affordable and ready when you are. One of the scents I purchased was Cafe Rose from Tom Ford. This fragrance is portrayed as a captivating and pleasurable experience centered around the untamed sensuality of a refined rose infused with the unexpected twist of dark coffee. And let me tell you, baby, the men love it. I'm absolutely in love with micro perfumes, and I can't recommend it enough. So why commit blind to a $200 bottle? Find your scent soulmate today and get up to 60% off at microperfumes.com/verydelta. That's microperfumes.com/verydelta for up to 60% off. Micro Perfumes, real scents, no regrets. We are back with Abhora. We are talking about Dragula and 3 times and traveling. And people know that on the show, obviously, we fry the small fish. Obviously, first world problems for the most part. There's so many bigger things going on in the world, but I don't have the political awareness or the bandwidth to pretend like I know. I feel like there's so much noise going on, and it's hard for me to go, oh, this is what we should be doing. And then I go and do it, and people are like, well, actually, that's not what you should be doing. You should be doing this. I'm like, okay, let me fix it. Let me not shop here, not shop there. And I'm like, I keep doing wrong, you know? Is there anything that I can do other than fry the small fish? Just bitch about little things. Is there anything that you need to exacerbate? Any small fish? Or is there something else on your mind?
I'm often perturbed by crosswalks.
Okay.
I don't know if this is intentional, but I find that every time I'm trying to turn right, there's always someone in Los Angeles. There's always someone trying to cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like them to just stop.
Just stop walking.
I'd like them to just get out of my way. Let me get to the bank. Let me get to the post office on time, and let me go about my business.
Is it that they're just dilly-dallying, or is it because they are just there in general? Get the hell out?
No, they're very with it. They're doing their best. They're not doing anything wrong. Me. What about me?
What about Abhora?
When am I gonna get my turn? When is it Abhora's turn?
You know, the thing that I hate about like those kinds of situations is I feel like when people are in crosswalks, they're kind of like, well, I'm a pedestrian, so you have to wait for me. But then as soon as they're in a car, they're like, I wish the pedestrians would go.
Yeah, I've been on both sides where I'll literally make eye contact with the person trying to turn.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on both sides, so no matter
You play
what
both sides of the field.
So whatever side I'm on is the right side, and whoever's against me. No, the pedestrians are fine. I'm the bad guy. Okay, I'm not too proud to admit.
Would you smear someone across the pavement if they didn't get out of the crosswalk quick enough?
It depends on how busy and how much of a hurry I am.
Well, you said you were trying to get to the post office, and I know you sell stuff on Depop.
It closes at 6. Wow, you did your research.
Well, but because I want to get rid of stuff, but I feel like I can't just took this to the thrift store. They would end up like breaking it or going like, "What is this? Nobody wants this." But I don't want to go through all the work of having to package something up.
It's the fucking worst. You got to take like 10 pictures.
Right.
You got to write a description just for people to message you and say, can I actually get this for like $10? It's a $50 jewelry box. Like, you're getting a nice thing. I have to package this up, like you said, and that's expensive too, and that's time consuming, and just it's like a headache. And you know, they always want free shipping. they're like, my Amy Shrinkle of Sugar Pill deals with this a lot. She sells things on Depop, and she has a few customers who will buy an armoire and then just throw a bracelet into the shopping cart to get the free shipping on orders.
Oh, wow.
And she has to find a polite way to say, no, you moron, I can't just throw a bracelet into a bubble envelope and send it with an armoire,
I am that person. I think that, like, I'll put a bunch of stuff in a cart, like on whatever, a clothing website or something, a retail site. And I'll think like, shipping $7. Like, but then it's like, oh, but you have to add so much more. And you're like, well, but then I got free shipping. So then that goes into my mind. But the other thing that goes into my mind, because I don't know who is or who is not shopping on Amazon anymore, but we did at one point, many of us get conditioned with Amazon to have things just thrown on the porch in an hour. So now, no matter where you shop, you're like, what do you mean that's going to take 3 days? I will look at stuff and I'm like, 3 days or ship to the local store. Where is the local store? Oh, it's only 50 miles away. I'll get a coffee and just drive there. It's fine. I want it now. And what is it? A pair of fishnets that have stars on them. But I need them and I don't want to wait. But I'm not even going to wear them for 2 weeks. I know, but I need them in my hand right now.
I need it.
And I don't want to wait 3 days.
No, God, no.
First world problems.
God, no.
Sow, savage, pig, demon, monster.
I used to be an idealist and I would rail against people who don't boycott, but these are necessary evils. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. So, buy from the source when you can.
Yeah.
Buy from Amazon when you can't. There's just no getting around it.
Railing. Tell me about railing. Railing or doing rails?
I don't condemn people who use, but I just personally don't do cocaine. I've witnessed what that can do to somebody, and I just don't want to go down that path. But.
Would you play a game with me called Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Marilyn Manson.
Kill.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
Mary.
Morrissey.
I would definitely fuck Morrissey.
Was that not my same lineup?
Did you?
That was my exact same lineup.
See?
Yep.
Oh my God. Yes.
Absolutely. Because Robert Smith is like romantic.
He's such a darling doll. And I could have a lot of fun with him. He's very sarcastic, very playful.
Right. Have you seen that clip of him like being interviewed by someone? Oh my God.
Not as excited as you, apparently.
So funny.
I've heard stories that if he's talking to somebody boorish or like kind of annoying, if they say they love something or they say they hate something, he'll say he loves it. He's like, I love Shinedown. Oh, I love Imagine Dragons. And then he'll walk away and go, I fucking hate that band. I don't.
Just because.
Well, he's very playful, very sarcastic. And Morrissey, as much of an asshole as he is, he's got also that kind of charm.
Well, and you're just going to use it one time.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that.
Get out of here.
He wouldn't want that anyway. He's a fucking player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a dick, but
oh, totally.
Whatever.
Just like, which of my albums is your favorite? I don't know. Queen is dead.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
You just named like my
all of it
top, but it runs the gambit. I do like a lot of 90s rock, a lot of Placebo, REM, anything with emotion, Radiohead, something that's like raw and personal and a little embarrassing. But I'll love a house beat. I was listening to Hercules and The Love Affair on my way over here to just kind of get in that fun mood.
Is there a song that like might surprise people that you will just like completely sing at the top of your lungs that people would be like, really? Would you belt out a Britney Spears song?
I could, as a young queer person, of course we
Mhm.
all twirled to Britney Spears before we were smacked to stop doing that. But I like going into like a dad rock kind of vibe
Absolutely.
where I'll just can't find a better man.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeremy spoken.
I graduated in 1994 from high school. Pearl Jam is like top level for
Pearl
me.
Jam, Nirvana. Nirvana
Yeah.
is like a serious love, but
Absolutely.
I'll jam out to what was it like? Oh wow, 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 and it's good. Wow, wow, and it's good. You know?
That's exactly what this sounds like.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
it's like trying to get your pants on or something.
What about if we went to the mall? I don't know if you've been to a mall lately. I mean, malls are kind of like not a thing
They're
anymore.
out.
They exist, but like they just are there to hold like one Bath and Body Works outlet and that's it.
And a bank or
And a
something.
bank.
Something
Mhm.
weird or like a vet, you know.
If somebody offered you like a couple of $1,000s, we'll just say a couple of $1,000s on a really off month, but they said, we want you to come perform a Britney Spears song in just a really sexy, fresh mall girl outfit with high heels and a cover girl makeup face. Would you do it?
Couple of thousand. I'd do it for like $50.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Times are
that
hard.
sounds fun. No,
Times
I
are
mean,
hard.
some things you do for money, some things you do for love. And I do love that girl. I do love that knife wielding schizophrenic girl.
Who is, do you think Jessica Simpson is delusional?
Who is that?
You know, Jessica Simpson famously believed that her career was stunted and then taken away by Britney Spears. She believed at the time that
Whose
that
wasn't?
the two of them were neck and neck, and the only reason
Honey.
that she didn't get what she wanted is because they gave it all to Britney Spears.
Honey. Everyone is a Salieri. I'm sorry. The Mozarts of the world are always going to be there.
Yeah.
They're always going to be phenomenally ungodly talented.
Yeah.
You just have to make do with, you know, being the Abhora to a bitch puddin' or bad comparison. Or, you know, there's always going to be a Victoria Elizabeth Black. You're just not going to be, or a Vander Von Odd. You're just not going to, there's always going to be someone on a higher plane. You just have to accept, hey, you're Jessica goddamn Simpson.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be proud of that.
She has really great shoes and purses. I feel like that's her wheelhouse.
The singing, yeah, whatever. But her real gift to the world is her QVC line.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that clip of her and Jules singing? Hollands Avenue.
I was just thinking about Jewel. How did you read my mind?
I
was
knew.
just thinking about all the people who are underrated, and I fucking hate getting called underrated, but it's true. I am. But no, Jewel is a very special. She's like the female dad rock because she kind of goes like, and I made some pancakes and I like my coffee too, but I just can't stop thinking of you and held down and sing 'em on even after you're gone. You're meant for me. For you.
Have you considered doing Jewel and Friends brunch with flip phone events?
Can I please?
I think you should.
Because I have a tiny hands number that'll knock your socks off. You know, it's just funny to do Jewel with like a comedy number because she's very serious.
Right.
But you know, you just take those serious moments and
Do you remember when she had the they used her song Intuition for the razors?
the phone?
The like hair razors.
Oh, like Venus?
Yeah, like
Or
Venus, but
just like a female.
it was, and they were called Intuition Razors, and then they had like a song, "Follow your heart, your intuition."
My core memory is I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
It's a great song.
The freedom of having a razor in orange.
I love that. We love orange.
We're obsessed.
Orange is not just Halloween either. I don't know why people think it's only Halloween. It's all fall. It also lends itself to gold, and there's nothing more golden than the holiday season.
It's an unexpected color because everybody does blue, they do gray, they do these soft muted things. I think people are afraid to shine.
Mm-hmm.
People are afraid to not take themselves seriously, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all, when we're going out, we have that one garment that's like really pow.
Mm-hmm.
But we always go with like the black or something slimming or something more, don't stand out, you know? Like,
Did you ever see the X-Files episode with the man on stilts?
no.
It's
That's
really
another
good.
series I got to get into.
Oh, please do so. Please, you will love it. There's an episode where he is on stilts, and it's
I love that this is a show about aliens and like
Yes.
witches and otherworldly things, and a man on stilts. Ah!
Pruitt Taylor Vance is his name, and he has these shifty eyes. And in the show, he's not like a huge man, but he's like kind of portly, and he does drywall or something.
Oh,
And he has these stilts, and so just the image of the stilts is unnerving to so many people because I think shapes are unnerving. People get, when we talk about Slender Man or something like that, that idea is just unnerving to people. I
Yeah.
almost feel like very tall is scarier to people than very heavy, because sometimes very heavy people come off to others as cuddly, whereas tall comes off as very fast at you or something.
lanky, like they have a long
Yeah,
reach.
yeah. Do you notice people when they fucking freak out when you perform?
It's no,
I
mostly-
notice it. Oh my God, I've been with you. I've watched them scared to shit.
because when I'm up there, I don't really realize what I look like. So I'm watching all these people silent with their mouths agape, and I'm like, oh, they're bored. I have to do something. So I'm like waving my
That
arms.
makes
I'm like
it scarier.
punching out lights and stuff. I'm juggling. I got to do something because I get nervous. You know, do you
Yep.
ever get nervous that you're not doing stuff, or
Yeah.
you're like confident, you know, to take slow moments, you know, to build up a mood. You don't have to like punch and kick like every second.
Well, how about this?
Sorry to derail you, but
No,
this-
not at all. Because it's the same thing I was thinking about. This is not to sound selfish, because it's going to come off as very first world and very selfish, which whatever, if it
we've
is, it is.
already
But when we say people are like, you say like, oh, people are bored, but they're captivated by watching you. Do you ever find yourself in situations where like you're performing, and as much as you love the art that you're creating and you love being in this space and having a good time, you're also like, I see you tipping everybody in here. And I don't know why you've got your camera out and you're taking pictures and you're staring, or you're going, I want $1 too. Can I have $1?
yeah, that
Can I have $1?
that exposure doesn't really translate to me paying rent. So
Right.
But you know, if they are taking pictures and stuff, that's better than them like staring at their
Well,
phone.
can you at least just post it and tag me in it so I can go, I was really there. I was really performing
They do oftentimes, and it makes
for
me-
you. You son of a bitch.
You have very iconic moments too, Miss Delta. Don't be modest.
Let's take a break. We are back with Abhora. Now, this is the part of the show called Read Me Delta. People send in their letters, they have questions, they need advice, and we are always so happy to give that. Now,
So excited.
in theme, orange envelopes.
How'd you know?
It's our day. It's our orange. Is
Do you have
our
a crystal
theme.
ball or something?
Good evening, Delta and guest. I am a seasoned sandwich artist and I have news for you. Subway Corporate must have been listening to your complaints about proper sandwich making because coming in November, we will be changing the sandwich layout. You will see the screenshots I took from the training video, and there will be a few changes to our sandwich making, but most notably, we will be placing the sauce on the bread before the vegetables.
Thank you.
I hope you find this new sandwich layout more satisfactory. P.S. My mom says hello and wishes you well. We love you from your favorite sandwich artist, Willow.
Willow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's the picture here. Key reminders. Full slice of cheese goes on the top of the bread first, followed by the protein.
Uh-huh.
Thick sauces like mayo go on the bottom of the bread before the vegetables.
Uh-huh.
If a guest wants avocado, add that before the thick sauce.
Uh-huh.
Thin sauces like oil and vinegar go on top of the vegetables. Always confirm the sauce before starting the veggie layer. This is major. I don't like to toot my own horn. I really don't. But I do believe, as Dr. Shirley Kenyon once said, if you don't toot your own horn, they don't know you're coming. We have been talking about this for a very long time. And I would like to say to Willow and to everyone else out there that has been part of our movement about Subway and Subway sandwich artistry that we won. We have won. The Very Delta podcast YouTube talk show luxury experience has gotten to someone at Subway Corporate.
This is the good you're doing.
How do you have your sandwich if you go to Subway?
Oh, well, I always just go with the meatball sub. Keep it easy, in and
That's
out.
nice.
You just slop it on, throw some provolone, you're done. But I can't believe that it's been 30 years and they're finally getting sauce on the bread. Like, isn't that like intuitive? Like, doesn't the
Right.
sauce just slide right off of the cheese? Did they think that was
Right.
normal? Like, you're the sandwich guys. You're the sandwich guys.
And they did it.
You're
They
supposed
did
to
it.
be in control. This is supposed to be your one thing, and you can't get that right.
Subway, you took control of this situation. It took a long time, but we've been waiting for you, and you came through. And I want to thank you, Willow, for letting us know about this.
Yes.
Listen, I'm going to read the steps to you one more time. 1, cheese. 2, protein. 3, toast, if applicable. Avocado, if ordered. 5, thick sauces. Thick sauces. 6, vegetables. 7, thin sauces on top of the vegetables. Confirm the sauce before starting the veggies. Veggies. Do you say veggies or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Thank
Even though it's
God.
harder.
Thank you, God. I don't like when people go, veggies. Oh, it's just a few veggies.
No. I can't say anything cutesy. I don't like
Veggies?
anything cutesy. Veggies, mini, penny, anything with like an E. Like, I can't.
What about when people go, are you a girly? Like, hey, girly pop.
Listen, girly pop, I'm not fucking with you.
Do you drink iced coffee?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Are
drink
you
all
like,
coffee.
I'm an iced coffee girly?
If it's hot, I'll drink iced. If it's cold, I'll drink hot. You know,
How do you like your coffee?
black it? Because I
Oh God.
I ordered-
No, I'm a monster. I like to drink my coffee black.
no, I
Just
ordered
fucking with you.
no, I ordered coffee with cream and sugar once in front of my sister, and she called me a pussy. So after that, never again. I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction.
Mhm. Did you let her know? You know, my people are known for being pussies for other reasons, not just iced coffee.
What other reasons?
Queer people are known for other reasons for being pussies,
Well, no, I think
for having
we're-
butt pussies,
pussies. No, but before we move
girly
on,
pop pussies.
before we move on, the auditory
Oh Lord, this envelope.
the auditory thing that I can't stand the most is when you go to a place with like pastries and things and they ask, "Do you want that warmed up?" Like, I don't know if that
Oh,
hurts your ears, but something about the dup is just kind of gross.
Like warm and then DUP, like warm.
It's the dup that like really gets me. Like, do you want that warmed up? It sounds sexual. It sounds invasive. I don't know what it is. It's the cilantro of my ears. Anyway.
Abhora, look what's happened.
What have you done?
God.
Well, it's okay. You got nails on. I mean.
Do you sing Chapel Roan and go, my God, what have you done? My pink pony girl.
No, but you might have to cut this out. I in the dressing room, whenever somebody does that song, I go, I have a gun.
Meatball has a gun.
I can't believe that. Before me?
Meatball says,
Before me?
should I get the gun? Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, these are uncertain times. And, you know, if people want to complain about their Second Amendment right over my dead body, take my guns. Well, we should arm ourselves too. Just in case there's, I don't know, a violent insurrection on some January day. Where, we should be afraid of people kicking our doors down and dragging us out of our homes. Maybe we should be prepared for something like that. I don't know. You might have to cut that out too.
What if God was one of us?
What if God was... Joan of Arcadia?
Joan of Arcadia. They filmed that in Long Beach.
Not in Arcadia?
Yeah, in Long Beach.
Right there.
What about this? Hello, Delta and glittering guest. Are car horns very Delta? What is the proper etiquette and decorum when using your car horn? I recently observed an aggressive driver who chose to lean on their horn for an obnoxious length of time when a short toot would have sufficed. Is a short toot very Delta, or do you support letting it rip? As we continue to restructure the automotive laws and regulations of this country, we will take your expertise into consideration. Thank you for your time and consultation on this matter. Kiss, kiss, very Sam, DMV, Delta Motor Vehicles. Do you use your horn a lot in the car?
I will never, ever, ever touch the car horn. I don't like hearing it myself. I don't like getting it. I have gotten into car accidents where I never even touched the horn.
Wow.
They have swerved into my car, knocked my mirror into my face, and I didn't even flash them.
Wow.
Like, that is the level of politeness that I think that I bring to the table.
I think the whole point is, a toot is like the light turns green and maybe the person is like really not moving and you're like, hey, and they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't notice, I was daydreaming.
All right.
So like a little toot would be like, oh, that's okay. But when you start slamming on, like, the only time you should really like is, I don't know, someone's in the middle of the railroad track and a train is coming and they don't realize, or something like that. It's very emergency to me.
Or you see a faggot on the street.
Or you see a faggot on the street.
You
If there are
gotta let 'em know.
faggots,
Faggot! You gotta let them know.
I'm going to have to let you know. Toot, toot, beep, beep.
Pull
Toot,
up to
toot.
the bumper, baby.
In a long black limousine. You know what that's an aphorism for? A long black limousine. Uh-huh. Long cars.
I'm very innocent.
Big cars. We go big.
I'm very innocent. I never caught that. I just thought it was about...
You said in the beginning that you were very, straight-laced and normal about things.
Yeah.
You're not disgusting. You're not disgusting.
No.
At all. You just get a light pedicure, a light manicure.
Very Christian.
Keep it simple, a simple perm, nice and loose. Right? You keep your nose up at a few things, but, not everything.
This is Read Me Delta.
Thank you for being here. This was fun.
This was a blast. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you made it. Today on Very Delta, we learned that year-round orange is a power color. We'll see you next week, and until then, keep things very Delta.
Bye!
Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Hi, I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Shit Ass.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of More Very Delta.